The city never slept, but for Amara Okafor, every morning began with the same quiet struggle. At 24 years old, Amara was a talented fashion designer with dreams far bigger than the tiny apartment she shared with her widowed mother. Their home was small but filled with warmth. A sewing machine sat beside the window, surrounded by colorful fabrics, measuring tapes, sketches, and unfinished dresses. Every stitch Amara made carried a piece of her hope. Since her father passed away 5 years earlier, life had become an endless cycle of bills, sacrifices, and disappointments. Her mother worked tirelessly to support them, yet there was never enough money. Electricity was often disconnected, rent was overdue, and many nights they ate simple meals while pretending they were full. Still, Amara never gave up. She believed one beautiful design could change her life forever. Her greatest source of strength was Ethan Williams. Ethan wasn't rich. He worked as a junior architect, earning just enough to survive. He often skipped buying things for himself so he could surprise Amar with fabric, sewing tools, or her favorite snacks. Every evening after work, he visited her tiny workshop to encourage her. "You'll own the biggest fashion house in Africa someday," he always said with a smile. Amara laughed every time. "And you'll still be carrying my sewing machine? Only until you become too famous to remember me." She smiled and kissed his forehead. "I could never forget the man who believed in me before the world did." Their love was simple but genuine. Unknown to Amara, Ethan had secretly spent months saving every extra naira he earned. Hidden inside his apartment was a small velvet box containing an engagement ring. It wasn't expensive, but every payment had come from sacrifice. He planned to propose on their fifth anniversary. Across the city lived a man who had everything money could buy. Damian King. Young, handsome, brilliant. One of the country's youngest billionaires. His fashion empire dominated luxury markets across Africa and Europe. Every magazine praised him as a visionary entrepreneur. Yet behind the glamorous headlines was a lonely man whose heart had become cold after years of betrayal. To Damien, love was simply another business transaction. People stayed because of his money. No one stayed because of him. One Saturday evening, Damien attended a prestigious charity gala as the guest of honor. Celebrities, politicians, investors, and fashion icons filled the grand ballroom. Amara had received a last-minute invitation after one of her handmade dresses caught the attention of a local stylist. She almost didn't go. She had no expensive jewelry, no designer handbag, no luxury heels, only a simple emerald green gown she had sewn herself. When she entered the ballroom, conversations paused, not because she was famous, not because she was wealthy, but because elegance couldn't